What is up, YouTube? It is the Oberon Galaxy here, and today I'm going to be going over my fiance's Black Rose deck. I had a lot of help with this deck. I've got inspiration from YouTube videos and from a old friend from a Discord, and we're going to be going over this on my lovely Galaxy Eyes mat. So let's get started. Sorry. So first we play 3 of the Red Rose dragons. Red Rose Dragon is the one of 3 that you want to see in your starting hand. Which is either you want to see Red Rose, White Rose, or Rocks Rose in your hand. They just start off your combo very easily, and it just helps you get into some monsters, and I was taught that it can get, starting with one of these, allows you to get into a 5th summon without getting Nibiru'd, by summoning Crystal Wing. Of course, 3 of the Rocks Rose Dragons and 3 of the White Rose Dragons. They're pretty simple. Rocks Rose allows you to add a card that lists Black Rose Dragon and its text from your deck to your hand, except for Rocks Rose. While this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Rose Dragon monster or plant synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. Red Rose. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material, you can special summon a Rose Dragon from your hand. And then if this card was sent for the synchro summon of Black Rose Dragon or a plant monster, you can add 1 Frozen Rose or Blooming of the Darkest Rose to your hand. And then White Rose. You can special summon a Rose monster from your hand. So basically, they allow you to search and special summon other Rose Dragons, which is why I play each of these at a 3. And then it has 2 effects of, if you control a dragon tuner or a plant tuner, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can send 1 level 4 or higher monster from your deck to the graveyard. So, easy targets for Black Rose Dragon to affect if you send a plant monster, or you just combo off into other monsters. And then this is a weird one, but she wanted to play it. It's really helped her and me a few times with it. We play 1 Blue Rose Dragon because Blue Rose Dragon is nice. If it's destroyed and sent in the graveyard, you can target a Black Rose Dragon or 1 plant monster in the graveyard and special summon it, which means it also special summons itself. And since we know Black Rose Dragon's ability is when it's synchro summoned, you can destroy all cards on the field, including itself, which is, so if you have your Blue Rose Dragon out on the field and it gets destroyed by Black Rose Dragon, you can go ahead and bring back your Black Rose Dragon with it. So that is it for the Rose Dragons of the main deck. the next monster we play is Lone Fire Blossom. This card is it's great in Black Rose decks. Because since most of the deck is either dragons or plants, you can set tribute a plant monster, including itself, and you can special summon another plant monster from your deck, which is nice, especially since I play the Predator Plant Fusion package in this. So it's the 3 scorpions and then the 1 cobra. So speaking of, we play the 3 scorpion and the 1 cobra. Scorpion is our main target for Lone Fire, so you'll tribute Lone Fire itself or another monster that you have on the field that's a plant type. Bring out this, and then this allows you to go ahead and grab Darling Cobra, which will allow us to grab a fusion card from our deck, which we play 1 fusion card. And then allows us to fusion summon our monster. Then I play 3 of the Caligo Clawcrow. Caligo, sorry, I said its name wrong. Clawcrow, it's nice. Most of the deck is dark because Black Rose Dragon is a dark type. He special summons himself if you control a dark monster. So this is to go onto our play to get us 5 summons before we get and stop Nibiru, along with any of our 3 rose, red, white, or rocks. And then the last of the 3 ofs is I play 3 Effect Veiler. We play 3 Effect Veiler because its effect is basically you're most likely gonna need to stop any effect of a monster that's on the field. Since I know a lot of the stuff going around is monster effects, we're gonna want to stop them. Onto the 2 ofs, I only played 1 2 ofs, which is Dark Rose Fairy. Dark Rose Fairy can be special summoned, I believe. Yeah, if a tuner is special summoned except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if it is sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then place this on top or bottom of your deck. So it's an extra summon, and it recycles itself, this is nice. A nice little extra step to get into our synchro monsters that we play. Haven't really seen this in her hand, in my fiance's hand much. I haven't seen it in my hand much. Because the most plays I ever do involve any of the Rose Dragons and Clawcrow or the Predator Plant package. So on to our 1-ofs is 1 of the Darkness Metal Dragon. Yes, we do play this since our Rose Dragons are dragon monsters, they're not plant monsters. I can't believe that this card actually is now at a 3 thanks to the list that came out yesterday for the 2022 ban list. I still feel like playing this at a 1. I feel like if you play it at a 2 or 3 in certain decks, it's gonna brick and it's not gonna be good. So I'm probably only gonna be playing these at a 1 in any deck that I play. But yeah, Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon is nice. It special summons itself. Yeah, you can special summon this card to your field by banishing a face-up dragon monster you control. And then once per turn, you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand or graveyard. So, that is brilliant, especially with this deck, because that is what we're gonna need is our dragon tuners out for our combos. On to the rest of the one-ofs. One Witch of the Black Rose, and then one Rudy Rose Witch. Rudy Rose is gonna let us grab this. Sorry. Tripod acting up. So, Rudy Rose is going to allow us to grab our Witch of the Black Rose, and then we can combo off from there with another synchro summon, or just another card to defend ourselves with. One Spore. Spore is nice because it can special summon itself from the graveyard by banishing a monster, and then its level becomes the monster that was banished. So it just makes it a little easy tuner to go ahead and boost up to the level that we need so we can synchro summon. And then the last monster of the main deck we play is this deck is basically all monsters, so the monster effects are what make this deck go. Is one World Carrot Weight Champion. Carrot Weight Champion. If this card is sent to your graveyard, you can summon one plant monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard, except World Carrot Weight Champion, and then special summon this card, which just it gives us an extra body, and it's a 1900 attack point monster. So that is it for the monsters of the deck. Next I will be going over our spells. So for our spells, we play. Let me find it. Okay, we play 3 Basil Rose Shoot because this allows us to special summon a Rose Dragon, and then if this set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, we can target a Black Rose Dragon or a card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text, and then specials that is banished or in our graveyard and special summon it. So yeah, we play 3 of those. It again helps us get into our Rose Dragon monsters. Sorry. 3 World Legacy Guard Dragons. I know in my Dragon Link deck I only played 2. That's only because I only really had enough space that I wanted for 2 in that deck. But we played 3 in this because this can just help us keep our Rose Dragons out of a little bit of trouble, because it allows us to move a Dragon Monster's zone position, and then it brings back a Dragon Monster from the graveyard. On to the one-ofs is 1 Frozen Rose and 1 Black Rose Garden. The Black Rose Garden, we use it to get tokens and gives us materials. The Frozen Rose is you can send a face-up monster you control to the graveyard, and if it's a plant, you can during the end phase draw 2 cards and then discard 1. Or if it's non-plant, you can add a level 4 lower plant monster from your deck to your hand. So this is just our hand advantage or searcher. And then to go with the Predaplant, Scorpio, and Cobra is the Instant Fusion. And then play 1-for-1. 1-for-1 will allow us to go ahead and either grab, if we needed, Effect Veiler, or just go into our Rudy Rose Witch, and then use Rudy Rose Witch to go ahead and grab our Witch of the Black Rose, which allows us to just go ahead and special summon. If you're really desperate, you can go ahead and search and grab Spore. And then I play one Reasoning. Oh, sorry, itchy hand. Play Reasoning because I like little guessing games. Your opponent has to guess a level, monster's level, and you reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a monster that can be normal summoned. And if that monster is the same level as the one declared by your opponent, you send all the revealed cards to the graveyard, and if not, you special summon the revealed monster. So I like the guessing game, and it can also be a free monster and summon. So that is it for the main of the deck. So I will be going into our extra deck now, to where we play 2 Black Rose Dragons. I know I've had questions before, and why don't you play 3 of them? Well, I don't play 3 of them because I play 1 Moonlight Dragon, and then the newest Rudy Rose Dragon. So we all know what Black Rose Dragon does is when it's synchro summon, it blows up the entire field. And then I've never really used second effect much. And then you can banish a plant monster from your graveyard and target 1 defense monster on your opponent's field. And then change it to face-up attack, and if you do, its attack becomes 0 until the end. Moonlight Dragon is the anime version of Black Rose, not the anime, is the manga's version of Black Rose Dragon. If it's special summoned you, or a level 5 or higher monster or monsters is special summoned into your opponent's field, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls and return that target to the hand. So this will help us. It can go along with our Black Garden with the tokens. So your opponent get one while this is on the field. You can go ahead and then try just get rid of one of the main monsters they have on their field. And then Rudy Rose. We haven't run into Rudy Rose very much. When we do, since she mostly duels me, it is annoying. It gets annoying. So what Rudy Rose does is, if this card is synchro summoned, you can banish all cards from the graveyard. And then if this card was synchro summoned using Black Rose Dragon or a plant synchro monster as material, you can destroy all other cards on the field, while your opponent, when your opponent activates a card from or effect that would destroy cards, you can tribute this card, negate the activation if you do summon a Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard. So that gets rid of our opponent's graveyard if we know they have something in the graveyard that's gonna be a threat to us, or and also destroys monsters as long as you synchro summoned with a Black Rose or a plant tuner. And then F.A. Dawn Dragster. I was gonna play a Boarload Savage Dragon in this, but the deck could also use this Dawn Dragster since it is a level 7. Yeah, since it is a level 7. And then one Garden Rose Maiden and Garden Rose Flora. The Maiden is what we're gonna be using in our combo with the Black Rose Garden. That will allow us to go ahead and synchros summon to get to our 5th summon of our Crystal Wing, which will be able to stop us from being the Beerood. Really haven't run into Flora much, so I'm not sure exactly what she does. Hold on. What does she do? You can target one set card on the field, in the field zone, and destroy it, and special summon to its controller's field a Rose token in attack position, and it also cannot be special summoned. You can also not special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except Synchro monsters. You can only use this effect of Garden Rose Flora once per chain, and during your opponent's main phase, you can immediately after this card resolves Synchro summon using this card you control. Alright, so that's not too bad. And then, as we know, Crystal Wing, we're going to use this if someone tries a Nibiru, and use this to stop that, which gives us a 5th monster summon. On to the Link monsters that I play is one of the Crossroads Dragons. Sorry, Crossroads Dragons are nice. You can go ahead and synchro summon Black Rose Dragons and all that, so it's just a nice combo piece. Nightmare Phoenix, this is going to help us with any of the spell trap cards that our opponent has on the field. Cross Sheep, since we play Synchros and a fusion monster, this is gonna give us a different effect depending on which one we summon. We play a Needle Fiber. This is gonna help us combo with tuners, to help us get out synchro summons if we need it. The last 2 Link monsters I play is the Bengala Hanser and Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Heavenly Spheres, you contribute a monster from the hand or field and return one face-up card on the field to the hand. And if this card is tributed, special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck. Make its attack 0. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this gives us a pop and it gives us an extra summon. And then our big beefy boy. Our big beefy boy is during the main phase, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls and take damage equal to its attack, and if you did, return it to the hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 2 or more Link monsters from your graveyard whose combined Link ratings equal exactly 4. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field, and you can only use one effect of him per turn. And then for our instant fusion target, I play Theseus. He doesn't have an effect, he's just a fusion summon monster that can get on the field and use synchro summon since he is a tuner. And like always, I'm going to be going over my side decks. So, one Rose Girl, I decided her because she is a nice combo piece. She gets summon herself with plant monsters on the field. I know this isn't the ideal one, but I play 3 Radiant, just in case we need to get through something on our opponent's field. She wanted to play this, and really it has helped a good bit to Mark of the Rose, because this allows you on your turn to take control of your opponent's monster. Yes, it may go back to their field at the end of your turn, but still, on your turn, you can take it and use its effect against your opponent, or just attack them with it. It's a pretty handy card when she uses it. And then 3 Cosmic Cyclones, because we don't like back row. We do not like back row. One of the Blooming of the Darkest Rose to go along with our, I think it was White Rose Dragon. Three Solemn Strikes to stop our opponent from summoning in that. And then 2 D-Barrier. Yes, it will suck that we won't be able to summon those monsters either, but it can also put a damper on our opponent. So that is it for this deck profile. I'm going to try to keep up on these more, and hopefully I will post another one tomorrow. That, or I might be giving my opinions on the ban list that came out yesterday. So just stay tuned, and like always, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you would like to see any specific deck, leave a comment, and I can see what I will do. I will see you next time.